I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. Jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin. We talked about this exact idea. 16,700 people saw this video yesterday. If $42,000 key support doesn't hold, I mean, you're looking for essentially 38,000. The price action currently 40,169 came down here and hit 39,464. So the most important thing about trading this market is you have to have a strategy, a plan in place. Understand that a lower high is a sell signal. So once this double top obviously pulled back down here, and then if the next high is not a higher high, you can assume that the next move to the downside, a lower low, lower. So here's your low. This is a lower low. This confirms a downtrend. Bitcoin's in a downtrend right now. But what does this mean? Let's dive into this. This is a video from the 14th, 4 days ago. We talked about this exact idea where a higher low is essential. The bulls can still show up here. You can still see an uptrend, a macro uptrend on the Bitcoin 8-hour chart. So understand that all you want to see is that this higher low is higher than this previous low, right? A double bottom would potentially work too. So we talked about a scenario where, hey, you get this downside short term, not amazing, but can the bull show up here, hold a higher high of, could be 38,000, could be 37,000, but there's some bounce ideas. 40,000 is major psychological support, right? So big round numbers. So there's bounce ideas, but understand that this is, even though these pullbacks aren't fun and this market's getting hit hard, like, see the bigger picture here. So if we zoom out, always look at the higher term timeframes. If you are busy, if you are working, if you are not available to watch the short term, lower term timeframes to trade, that's fine. And here's how simple it is. Put these patterns aside. Right? Understand that here's your high. At the core of a trend is based on this idea. Here's your high, here's your low. This is a higher high. Even though you double topped here with a bearish engulfing candle and you gave a measured move target, essentially where Bitcoin's at now, right? With 38,500 as major support, like it'd be beautiful to see the bulls come down here, hold this level and put in a higher low, right? Because then you have, on a macro scale, on a macro level, Bitcoin 2-day chart, higher time frames always win, right? I mean, you could be forming an uptrend. This low, if confirmed, big picture, could be an uptrend, right? So just remember, like, you get stuck on these lower term time frames. Yeah, this is a devastating pullback. People took a lot of losses, but we nailed this entire move. I talked to you guys about it, posted in group, right? And we understand that sitting on the sidelines is a very powerful strategy to have, and not riding these altcoins get completely destroyed when Bitcoin pulls back like this. But understand that on a macro level, you could see upside out of Bitcoin. However, put in a double bottom down here at some point, but the most important thing is you do not put in a lower low. Okay, so understand how this chart, this price action works. You want to change your life quickly? I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person, he said, I reached out to another trading mentor who grew up on the CME. He's been trading for 30 years, been trading crypto since 2014, longer than me. For whatever it's worth, I thought I'd share this with you. He said, you're definitely doing it right. Yes, like, life-changing money is right in front of you. You just have to understand the rules. You play a game of chess. You have to understand how the pieces move. This market is not complicated. You just have to know, do not ride downtrends. Take profits. There's a certain skill set that I can help you develop to make you want to make a ton of money in this market. Let me help you. This person, because of you, I recovered by $8,000 loss. I'm up $20,000 in the past week. This person's up 40% on his swing trading portfolio. His dad's up $60,000 in 2 weeks. This person, joined the group, $15,000. And in just a few days, he's at $20,000 in crypto. Banging. You've got to be in the right coins, and you have to understand it's okay to sit on the sidelines in this market. This person started with $4,700 and now is at $174,000. Listen, I'm going to continue running the New Year's special, 60% off plus $100 discount. Make sure, change your life, New Year's resolution, get rich in crypto. If you're interested in joining my cryptocurrency trading group, go to my website, cryptorev.net. If you pay with cryptocurrency for 6 months or 12 months, it's 50% off. If you pay for the year, you get 1 additional month for free. You can always choose to pay on a monthly basis from month to month with a card. Just click this link. Or if you go down to the description, you can click this link to the website. If you have any questions or you need to email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. We'll get you on the team today. Bitcoin zoomed in 5-minute chart. Make sure follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. I can post real quick updates that are important. Like when these moves happen, I can nail them real well, right? But you have to understand, well, what's a bearish retest, right? Zoom in here. This is exactly what happened. This is when Bitcoin was essentially at 41,500. And I said, hey, if you come up here and get rejected, that's a bearish retest. You're looking for more downside, right? Whereas if you see a bullish retest, which makes this a fake out, then you just constantly trying to trick you, right? They trap the bulls and goes the other direction, right? And so if you understand this basic idea, you will make so much money in this market, you will never work again. The goal of this channel is to make sure that as many people quit working as possible. The Federal Reserve, and I want to ask you guys in the comments, let me know what I feel like we need to cover. A lot more news. I want to grow the channel. I want to provide diversified ideas and assets. Like TA is a small niche where probably a lot of people don't understand it. But this news that moves the markets is important to cover too. So there's a lot of things I want to cover, but I just want to make sure, what for you guys, what are the best YouTube channels covering? What interests you the most? What do you think makes the most sense? Right? I can trade the charts just fine and make a ton of money, but I feel like there's a ton of value to be provided as a YouTube channel by covering this news because it interests you and it's important, right? So reach out to me in the comments and let me know what would you like the channel to focus on? You'd watch the channel more if we covered this. Federal Reserve officials banned from owning cryptocurrencies and stock after a public outcry. I mean, in the United States, it's like insider trading, right? The Federal Reserve, how do they trade in stocks and in cryptos? And is there a conflict of interest here? Obviously, there is. JP Morgan enters the Metaverse. Metaverse, regardless of what Bitcoin price action is doing, and it's dragging all the altcoins, Metaverse is the future. Obviously, there's some regulations coming in crypto that could shake the market. And so we'll make sure and we'll keep you guys updated on this idea. But it was cool to see JP Morgan entering the Metaverse. Metaverse season. Let's go. But Bitcoin's got to act right. Let's face it. Bitcoin is the driver. Crypto lender Nexo to stop paying interest on new deposits from U.S. customers. The United States, again, it's frustrating because you can go and buy as many scratch-offs you want at the gas station. Lotto tickets, sure. Buy as many as you want, but you can't trade a lot of these smaller cryptos. There's so many rules and regulations on cryptocurrency in the United States. It's frustrating, right? So now Nexo is stopping interest payments on new deposits from U.S. customers. So again, limitations in the United States. And Kraken CEO comes out and he says, crypto users, you need to ditch centralized exchanges. The CEO of a centralized exchange says, ditch centralized exchanges. They said, you know what? Over in this other article, centralized exchanges cannot protect customers from government. They said 34 Bitcoin wallets belonging to protesters in Canada, they've seen their wallets frozen. So even though cryptocurrency should be decentralized, the decentralized exchanges, the governments still have the control. And the key here is to identify that governments control has a lot to do with controlling the money flow, if they can freeze a bank account, if they can slow down money transfers, if they can stop and if they can freeze, I mean, that is the ultimate control that the governments possessed over the people, is being able to silence them financially. Until crypto moves to a completely decentralized type situation, like this, government control will silence and control us as people. Binance comes out just in. They've joined the Association of Russian Banks. Listen, Binance day after day is continuing to do big things. They joined the Association of Russian Banks. If you can't beat them, join them. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.